Hi there. This is the applicant information session for those who are interested in the NYC Extended Certification Program. During this video, we'll cover some key topics: understanding the program, determining your eligibility, applying to the program, previewing the general timeline, and fulfilling your commitment. The purpose of this program is to certify more bilingual and bilingual special education teachers to fill existing vacancies and serve students with disabilities and bilingual students. If your school has current or upcoming bilingual or bilingual SPED vacancies, this program is for you. For teachers who plan to change their license to bilingual special education, we offer two options: an SWD Advanced Certificate for teachers who already have a bilingual extension, or a bilingual extension for teachers who already have an SWD certification. If you already have one, we'll pay your tuition to earn the other. If a teacher does not have a bilingual extension nor an SWD certificate, we have an option for them: a bilingual extension for teachers at a school on the NYCPS approved bilingual list who would like to become bilingual teachers on top of their existing base cert. However, if you want to earn an SWD cert but you don't have a bilingual extension already, we do not have an option for you at this time. The emphasis is on bilingual settings, so everyone who does this program at this time is bilingual. Okay, take a moment to answer this question before we move on. Which pathway matches your needs and background? I have a bilingual extension and I want an SWD cert. I have an SWD cert and I want a bilingual extension. I want a bilingual extension in the language of my school's approved bilingual program, or I am not eligible for any of these pathways. Go ahead and select in your mind before we move on. So, what are the benefits for participants? This program offers current NYCPS and CBO teachers a fully subsidized bilingual extension or SWD Advanced Certificate through our CUNY partners. Eligible participants will complete virtual graduate coursework with CUNY in the evenings while continuing to teach during the school day. It should take 1 year to complete your coursework, so you should anticipate completing the program in late December of next year. The graduate credits you earn will apply to your 30+ salary differential. Also, the state and city are very invested in certifying more bilingual teachers right now, so they've implemented some financial incentives for you. Our program pays for your CUNY coursework, and we also usually have the funding to pay for one of your certification exams. There's also another financial incentive negotiated by UFT. Currently, SPED teachers are paid $5,000 when they switch to a bilingual license. This may be extended to other base certs this year, so stay tuned on more info to come. So this program comes with a lot of perks for teachers. You might be wondering, what does the city and state get out of this? Well, in exchange for paying your tuition, the program expects you to become a bilingual or bilingual special education teacher as soon as you complete the program. If you are not willing to change your license, then this program is probably not for you. Here's another quick question you should ask yourself before we continue. How likely are you to secure a bilingual teaching position at your current school in September 2027 or earlier? Let's take a look. Definitely, likely, unlikely, or no. If you answer definitely or likely, then this program is probably a good fit. Now, applicants sometimes have some confusion around bilingual versus ENL. Our programs offer bilingual extensions, not an ENL or TESOL certification. Bilingual education teachers are fluent and literate in their students' home language, and they can instruct classes in that language or in English. ENL teachers teach English literacy in English, while bilingual teachers may teach any content in English and/or a language besides English. Please be aware that these two areas are distinct and they are not interchangeable. Speaking of which, let's talk about who is eligible for this program. To apply, you must meet all of the criteria. Let's start with teaching status. You must be a current, fully staffed and appointed lead teacher of record in an NYC public school or CBO classroom. You are not eligible if you are a paraprofessional, substitute teacher, or student teacher. You must possess an active initial or professional teaching certificate issued by NYCED and valid through December of next year. We call this your base cert. It must be initial, professional, or permanent. It cannot be Trans B or COVID emergency. It can be in almost any subject area except for ENL or world languages if you're seeking a bilingual extension. Also, you must have completed a degree in education and be able to provide that transcript. Everyone must submit their undergraduate transcript regardless of major, and those who earned advanced degrees or certificates in education will need to submit their graduate transcript as well. The preliminary application will accept unofficial transcripts, but the CUNY application will require official transcripts. Okay, let's see how well I explain that. Who might be eligible for this program? This is only asking about teaching status and base cert. Select all that apply, take a moment to read through and answer this in your mind. And we'll reveal the answer in 3, 2, 1. There are only 2 applicants on this list who might be eligible for our program. Please note that this opportunity is only for fully appointed lead teachers in a CBO classroom or in an NYCPS classroom. So if you are a private or charter school teacher, you are ineligible. If you're a substitute teacher or a paraprofessional, you are ineligible. And if you have a COVID emergency base certificate or a Trans B certificate, you're ineligible at this time. Now, let's talk about the bilingual requirements. You must be fluent and literate in a language other than English, and it must match the home language of bilingual students at your school. If you speak Arabic, but your students speak Spanish, you are not eligible. If you speak Italian, but you can't read it or write it, you are not eligible. Finally, you must be currently teaching in a school or CBO with a bilingual program in the language of your fluency. If you speak, read, and write Haitian Creole, and your school has a bilingual program in Haitian Creole with students at the school who speak that language, then you might be eligible. As a reminder, everyone who completes this program must take a bilingual teaching position afterward. Okay, let's have another quick trivia moment. Who might be eligible? Select all that apply. Feel free to pause the video, select your answers, and then we can continue. We'll reveal the correct answer in 3, 2, 1. Okay, only one of these applicants might be eligible. If you are literate in Mandarin and your school has a bilingual program in the Mandarin language, then you might be eligible. The second person isn't eligible because they cannot write their target language, and the last 2 people aren't eligible because the language they speak does not match the language their students speak. Now, if you meet all of the criteria we've outlined, you'll want to know about the application process. The first step is Part 1, the NYCPS application on SurveyMonkey Apply. This application opened on October 8th, and the deadline to submit is November 19th. This application will help us determine if you are eligible. If you meet the criteria, we will send you a conditional offer. Once you receive the conditional offer, your next step is to sign the participant commitment form and send a request to your principal asking them to sign the principal commitment form. You will complete both of these tasks in your application on SurveyMonkey Apply. Please ask your principal to sign as quickly as possible because you cannot participate without their signature. Their deadline at the latest is December 5th. After your principal signs, we will assign you a CUNY partner school, and they will send you an email inviting you to fill out Part 2, the CUNY application. You will need to submit official transcripts during this stage, so please request them now. This is where CUNY makes the final decision for whether you can enroll in the program, and they will send the formal offer. If you receive an offer from CUNY, you should enroll right away and register for coursework. They will likely send you other instructions in their email, like how to set up your CUNY email address and how to accept admission. At this point, most of your questions will be directed toward your CUNY contact. Then coursework begins in late January. So this is going to move fast, so you'll need to watch out for emails and take action right away. You may receive communication through SurveyMonkey Apply or from Constant Contact, so check your spam and add those to your safe senders. Throughout this process, please check your inbox and spam folder regularly. You don't want to lose your spot because you missed an email from NYCPS or CUNY. Now, let's look at the timeline once you start coursework. Here's an outline of the coming year. In January 2026, you'll start as a student with CUNY, and you'll need to pass 2 courses that semester. In the summer, you'll take 1 CUNY course and take your New York State teacher certification exams. Next fall, you'll complete 2 more courses and take your workshops. In January 2027, you'll secure an institutional recommendation from CUNY, and as soon as you receive that, you should apply to the New York State Education Department for your extension or certificate. In summer 2027, you'll need to work with your principal to begin teaching in a bilingual setting for the following 2 school years. Depending on your pathway, for some of you that will be bilingual on your base cert, and for others it will be bilingual special education. Finally, let's talk about the commitment forms you and your principal will sign when applying to the program. Here are some key elements of the commitment. For the next 2 semesters, you need access to at least some students in your target area for 3 periods a day, even if you're a guest in a colleague's classroom to get that access. For 2 years after the program, you should try your best to be staffed as a bilingual or bilingual SPED teacher. Now, we realize that you can't predict the future, so we ask you and your principal to make a good faith effort. You should also try your best to stay at your current school for at least 3 years from right now, would be the moment that you're applying, and finally, you should earn your certificate or extension as quickly as possible. We have a quick note on tenure. Because bilingual teachers are so sought after right now, the state and city education departments are offering waivers so that teachers who switch to a bilingual license will not experience any changes to their tenure. Those of you earning SWD may also have a similar waiver. Either way, talk with your HRD now to find out how changing your license after this program might affect your status. The application will remind you of all of the requirements that I explained in this video, and it'll screen out anyone who is ineligible. So the best thing to do is fill out the application. It can be found at extendedcert.smapply.io, and it's open from October 8th until November 19th, 2025. That's for the cohort that's starting in spring 2026. The earlier you submit the application, the better chance you will be admitted to the program. Okay. I just shared a lot of information. If you have questions, please reach out to our team via email. We can be found at extendedcert@schools.nyc.gov. This is specifically for the NYCPS team. Once you begin coursework, or once you enroll, you will be reaching out to your assigned university. Thank you for taking the time to watch this recording, and we hope you have a great school year.